Alright, good afternoon everybody, welcome back. Hopefully I've fixed the mouse, or not the mouse, sorry, the microphone problem. So hopefully you can hear me better today. It's going to be a fun 2 flights. We'll be flying between Dallas-Fort Worth, one of Envoy Air's main hubs, and Shreveport, Louisiana. Both flights we're looking about 40 minutes. It could change because there is some pretty nasty weather just south of the airport of Dallas. So we're going to have to take the long way coming back to Dallas. Our departure, we're going to miss it just by a little bit. We'll be on the outskirts of the storms, as you'll see on the radar. I'll pull it up later. So this is the XCRAFTS ERJ145. This is actually one of my first payware aircraft I got a couple years ago when I got X-Plane. Fly it all the time. It's my go-to aircraft in this flight simulator. I really enjoy it. We're also flying out of Aerosoft's Dallas-Fort Worth scenery. You can find it on the X-Plane store or at the Aerosoft store. I believe it's $14. I think it was just on sale not that long ago, so if you didn't get it, then price is back up. Now we're going to jump into the cockpit. We're going to power on the batteries and turn on the ground power. Avionics on. What I like about the 145 is it powers up and is basically ready to go really quick. Dome light off, fasten seatbelt sign is looking on. We'll turn our nav lights on. We'll get some electric pumps going. I'm going to take this, we're going to clear some stuff off of our map. I'll pull up Dios, our flight plan. So cruising altitude will be 25,000 feet. It is a quick flight. By the time we get up to 25,000, we'll be starting our descent. And we'll be landing runway 32, so we'll be landing north. It's going to come over here. Our call sign for this flight is Envoy 3610, I think. Yeah, 3610. And we'll be cruising at 25,000 feet for flight level 250. I got that on, just making sure. Departure, so the departure airport's already in, so we have to select our runway. We will be taking off from runway 17 right. On the March 2 departure, and then it'll be the March transition, so we don't need to put that in. Arrival airport is Shreveport Rgnl, so that is Kilo Sierra Hotel Victor. No stars. Landing runway 32, approach ILS 32. No transitions. Going to vector in. So we don't need to add any waypoints because it's part of the departure. Passengers on board, 43. Our payload is 9,900 pounds. And fuel on board is 55-57. Our takeoff trim is going to be 7, so we're going to get that up to 7. We'll be taking off with flaps 9 and takeoff thrust. This is 25,000 feet. We'll be cruising around 290 knots. Cruise wind is at 038, up to 11 knots, so it's not too bad. This will be a really slight headwind. And it does not take 18 minutes to get there, I promise. Alright, so we have everything programmed into the FMS already. I'm going to come over here, airports, I already have it pulled up. So our ILS frequency is going to be 110.3, it's already put in from the last time I flew. I think the last flight I did in this aircraft was actually Dallas to Shreveport. Oh, sorry, it was Shreveport, Dallas, because that's the heading for 17 center here. So our final approach course is 321. We'll click FMS. So it'll follow the flight plan. So whether or not an option, I know it's going to be pretty bad. I guess not. Alright, there's that weather I was talking about, so we're kind of just on the outside of it. I don't know why I closed that. So here is the Mars 2 departure. Our initial climb, we're going to be flying heading 176, will be RNAV Trex. Top altitude is 10,000 feet. Get our speed here. So V2, I think it's plus 15, so that'd be 150 for our speed bug. Could be wrong. It's either plus 15 or plus 10. So we're going to be climbing up, and then once we get to Marsh is when we'll kind of vector our way over to the final. I think it's Forb is where we're going to be vectoring to. Can never remember. Receivers, right here, actually, sorry. And then Forb, Shreveport. So like yesterday's flight, it's going to be a long taxi to the runway. We are on the south side of the airport. We're down here, we're taking off up here. But in Shreveport, it's going to be a quick taxi because we're landing over here and our gate is right here. So we'll plan to exit either at Charlie or Alpha 1 and taxi to the ramp. Alright, so since everything is loaded, everything's in the flight computers, you can turn on the fuel tanks and we'll get the APU going so we can get out of here. APU coming up. APU on, we can disconnect GPU. close the door. Close the main cabin door. We're going to keep the cones up just a little bit longer. Set up our pushback. We're going to push back tail right. I'll just come and do like a little U-ey here. There we go.
Alright, Captain, got the directions. Let me know through the menu when you're ready.
Man, look at those wonderful winds out of here. It's going to be really bumpy takeoff. Altimeter 3002. I wonder if I can reload the weather. That doesn't look too bad. On the radar it looked worse. Alright, so winds 130 at 19, gusting up to 27. So we're going to have a nice little crosswind on takeoff. Visibility 10 miles, few clouds at 4,000, scattered at 10,000, and broken at 25,000. Temperature is 33 degrees. And there's the weather in Shreveport. We have some nice light winds, 290 at 4 knots, visibility 10 miles, scattered clouds at 6,500 feet, broken at 28,000. Temperature 30 degrees, and altimeter 3010. Good day in Shreveport, not a good day here in Fort Worth. I'm gonna call for pushback.
Great news, Captain. Your tow's coming.
I'm gonna here set our cabin altitude to our cruising altitude, which is 25,000 feet. Oh, that's weird. Why is that? That's odd.
No takeoff.
Oh well. Alright, we'll get our beacon on. Stereo light on. Windshield heat on. Do a quick fire test.
Looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect.
Overhead looks good. Got everything set. We have our reference speed. We have our top altitude.
We got that winching strap and adapter hooked up. Go ahead and let go of the parking brake when you're ready for a push.
Initial heading. We have it set to follow GPS. We are good to go. Parking brake off. There goes the jet bridge.
Here comes the pushback. Light them up.
It's actually bothering me. That's weird. Oh well. Hold on. Nope, that's good. Oh well. It'll work when the engines are up. Bleeds off for engine start. And we'll start number 2. And engine 1.
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake.
Parking brake set.
And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment. And we're disconnected. Signal and pin on the right. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
Front engine stable. Turn the bleeds and packs on. Set flaps to 9. Quick flight control test. Left. Right. Down. Up. Right or left. Right or right. And flight controls free and correct. Parking brake off. Taxi light on. And we are good to go. We'll be taxiing to runway 17 right at Echo Golf via Kilo. So I did fix the stuttering problem. It turns out I was running on OpenGL instead of the Vulkan driver. Usually I get a notification or like a pop-up when I first start explaining saying that OpenGL is now on instead of Vulkan, but that never happened. So now should be a lot smoother, and we have the good clouds this time. Alright, before departure, I'd like to announce that our in-flight drink today is W Energy. Go ahead and go to www.w.gg. They have a bunch of good flavors. They also have some custom shakers and merchandise. At checkout, use promo code ENRICH37 for 10% off your order. So go ahead and check them out.
okay. Takeoff okay.
So we'll be taking off on Echo Golf. We're not going to be doing full length. At DFW you'll never see small puddle hoppers or puddle jumpers doing a full length. They'll always be up a little bit. Why? I don't know. Just the way to do it, I guess. But here's Echo Golf. We'll turn right here. Hold short. Landing lights coming on, strobe light on. Cruise altitude set, flaps 9, takeoff canopy is okay. We have our flight director on. We're gonna select heading. Speed 150 on the climb out, gear down. Starters are on run, fasten seatbelt, no smoking. Bleeds packs. Windshield heat, any ice, we are good to go. Alright, we're lined up, ready to go. Spool them up. Engine stable, takeoff thrust. There's 80 knots. Positive ready climb, landing gear up. Look at that, we're getting thrown all over the place. It's 2,000 feet thrust rating climb. We'll set our speed bug to 240 knots. Flaps coming up. Nav mode, we're now direct tracks. I couldn't read that. Autopilot coming on. Look at that wing flex. It's windy. $3,000 to go. We'll go ahead and set our final cruising altitude of 25. After we cross treks, we'll be flying at 250 knots. And once we pass 10,000, we'll accelerate up to 290 knots. Ten 10,000 feet, 290 knots. Landing lights coming off, and we'll let the cabin know we just passed 10,000. DFW off our wing here. We have Dallas Love, the southwest hub of Dallas is over there. So if you want to fly Southwest Airlines, you got to fly out of there, not over here. Oh yeah, if you look on the bottom right of that screen, you can see that nasty storm cell. So when we're coming back to Dallas-Fort Worth, we're going to be flying north. We're going to hook around it. I believe we're going to be flying over Texarkana, so we're going to be hooking around up there. Oh, I should have done that passenger thing again. I don't know why I didn't. Gotta remember to do that. So those of you that don't know, XCRAFTS is working on a new and improved ERJ 175 and 190. I do have the 175, their current one. I'm gonna be honest, it's it's not good. But looking at all their previews and the work that they've shared so far on it, they've been working on it since December of 2020, I believe. So this is a couple years in the making. They're working with real ERJ pilots to ensure that all systems and flight dynamics are as close as possible to the real aircraft. So that's something to be looking forward to. I will definitely be flying in a lot on streams. So just past 18,000, I set the altimeter to standard 299.2. We've got 7,000 feet to go to a cruise. Oh, excuse me, I got hiccups. So I gotta zoom the map in a little bit, guys. Actually, I gotta do that. 50. There we go. There we go. Alright, 1,000 feet to go. 100 feet. And there is 25,000 feet. Looks like we've got another 40 miles until our top of descent. It might be a little bit sooner than that. So for now, just sit back, relax. I'm going to step away for a few minutes. Gotta go get some water. And we'll see you at the top of descent. And we are now beginning our descent into Shreveport. Do a quick weather check here, make sure everything is good. We still got some light winds coming from the west. Scattered clouds, 6,500 feet, broken 28,000, temperature 30, altimeter 3010. No, not that. So our approach speed is going to be, should be 5. (132). We'll be landing flaps 45. Hopefully, we can get an early touchdown and vacate on Charlie. If not, we're gonna have to go down to Alpha 1. Like I said, it's gonna be a very quick taxi. Terminal's right here. We're parking right here. That's where we usually park the 145s. Alright, our decision height for the landing is going to be 200 feet. Make sure that's set so we have it already for 200. The decision height is basically, like I explained yesterday, the altitude where the pilots determine whether or not to proceed with the landing or not. So obviously in our case we're going to be landing, we have good weather in the area, but let's say it's fogged in. If they can't see the runway when they're at 200 feet, then they have to go around, unless it's a Category 3 landing. I believe that's it's either 50 or 100 feet. It usually depends on the airport, but this aircraft is not Category 3 certified, I think, or it could be it was either 3 or 1. So this doesn't even have a category, so it's either 200 feet or nothing. Yeah, there are snacks on board. What do you have in your cabinet right now? Get some chips or something. What happened to our clouds? Where did they go? I guess I'll just load in when we get closer to the airfield. Alright, coming up on 18,000 feet, gonna set the altimeter to local, which is 3010. I don't even know what's going on here. I'll fix that once we get closer. I'll set it to a direct. So hopefully it'll straighten out. Over here is our missed approach, the Belcher VOR. Just on the other side of Cross Lake. And there's Shreveport Rgnl right there. So that ETE that you see at the top of the screen, the estimated time en route, that's if we're flying direct to the airport like we kind of are right now. I don't know how to set it to add the approach time. So really, we'll be on the ground in maybe 10-15 minutes, not 4. .100 feet to go. We'll be landing on this runway, and the terminal is right here. Hopefully I don't float too much on this landing. I always end up floating in this aircraft. It just means it'll be a smooth landing. Right, now that we leveled off, we'll just descend down to 6,000 feet, decelerate to 230 knots. Turn left. Heading 075, we're going to get a little bit closer for the downwind. So we're going to come in, we're going to make another right turn, fly parallel on the downwind, and then make a left turn to capture the glide slope. Fly heading 141, which is the parallel heading. There's the Shreveport Downtown Airport and Barksdale Air Force Base. Actually descend down to 4,000. I'm about to cross 10,000 feet. Man, I cannot talk today. 10,000 feet, landing lights coming on. Let the cabin know we're crossing 10,000. Also lets the one flight attendant know that we're going to be landing shortly. So the only reason why I don't like X-Plane is the terrain detail. But what they do is they take 10 frames and they repeat them. And I mean, like, honestly, this looks good. I mean, like, we have the trees and stuff where there would be trees in real life, but it doesn't actually show the like what's actually there. Like Microsoft Flight Simulator uses Bing Maps and Google Maps. We'll fly direct heading. Actually, we're not going to fly direct yet. We're going to turn. We'll fly heading 360. Is that a good heading? Yeah. Yeah, that should actually put us right on course. And we will decelerate to 210 knots. Thrust rating set to takeoff. And now we're going to fly direct Seavers, nav, engage the approach.
Here to fasten all tray tables, seat backs, in the upright and lock position, and all carry-on items are securely stowed for landing. At this time, I ask that all portable electronic devices be turned off. Thank you.
We're just under 10 miles now. Going to set flaps to 9. decelerate to 170 knots. Put the taxi lights on too. Alright, seatbelt signs on, landing lights on. All external lights good. Bleed facts, any ice. We good. Gear down, flaps 22.
2500.
What was that approach speed? 132. Flaps full. Approach speed set.
Autopilot.
Autopilot disengaged. I have the aircraft. It's flying in my face. We were a little high.
400. 300. Minimum 200.
Continue.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Come on, kiss it, kiss it. Great. Spoilers deployed, reversers out. $60 knots, reversers closed. It looks like it is a vacate on Alpha 1. Flight director off, yaw damper off, landing lights off, strobe light off. Spoilers down. Flaps up. We're parking at this first gate here. Taxi light off. So although it's not listed here on the ground, we're just going to go for the 737-800 spot. Even though 7.3s don't come in too straight for it. Right there. We got the APU running, brakes on, and we'll shut them off. Leads, packs off, windshield heat off. Get our heats and anti-ice off. Red beacon off. Seatbelt sign off. Open the door. Ground powered, phones, and luggage compartment door. GPU on, APU off, fuel pumps off. Actually, a smooth landing. I'm gonna watch that. Here. So I did end up floating. You'll see what I'm talking about. So basically, you're right above the runway, and you just float due to the ground effect. So right here, this is a float. Wasn't too bad. Not as smooth as our Airbus landing yesterday. This is a lot cooler in VR. Like, it actually puts you, or makes you feel like you're actually on the plane. Nice. So that was our first leg. No, I'm back. Okay, come down here. And then initialize and clear. So just clear the FMS. What I'm going to do is I'm going to step away for about 10-15 minutes. I have to manually file the flight I just did in the VA's Discord. And then I'm going to do an updated flight plan for our flight back. So give me about 10-15 minutes. I will come back and we'll start getting ready to go to or back to Dallas Fort Worth. really quick, I got to fix this really quick. Okay. We're gonna jump back into the flight deck. So we don't need that. Well, we will need that, but not now. Shreveport, the only thing we really need, you know what, we don't even need that. Scratch that. DFW. Arrival, we are flying the Seaver 4. Nope, not what I want. Approach. Did I pass it? No, I didn't. We'll be landing on the ILS localizer 17 center. Airport, got a taxi, then Terminal E. We'll be parking on the E satellite. Okay, so here's our arrival. Shreveport doesn't have a departure, so we're just going to be flying direct to our first waypoint. We'll pull that up in a minute. Here's our ILS, same frequency. I'm just going to change the heading to 176 like it was before. Okay. And the minimums is still 200. We don't need you anymore. Charts. Shreveport DFW. Alright, this time for this flight we'll be flying at 28,000 feet. Show you in a minute. So departing, same runway we landed on, 32, SID, no SID. Arrival airport, Dallas Fort Worth. SAR, flying the Seaver 4. RRONY transition. Approach, ILS 17 center. We will not be due to that. Waypoints. So first one is the Texarkana VOR, so that's TXK. Save, and then RRONY, and we don't have to put that in because that's already with our star. 41 passengers on board, payload 9,400 pounds. Fuel 5656. Takeoff trim, same as before, it's going to be 7. Takeoff speeds are around the same as well. Flying 290 knots. Cruising, winds haven't really changed. 19. So we're expecting an hour flight, so I had it set for a, what would that be? A 4:30 departure, my time, Eastern time. But it doesn't matter, it's still going to be an hour. Flight plan. Alright. I'll find a route map. Oh, they're here at the bottom. Okay, you can't see it on here, but no, it's not coming up. So right here is a very bad and big storm cell, and usually they would come in over here and then fly up this way, but due to that storm, we're actually going to be flying up here to Texarkana and then over. And Oklahoma City is our alternate in case we can't land at Dallas for some reason. Okay. What was our takeoff speed? It's 134 plus 15 is 1-4. Nope. Man, I cannot do math. 151? No. 149. I was right the first time. Now we have variable wind at 4. Altimeter 3009. Altitude, we're just gonna go straight up to our cruising because there's no top altitude. Heading is gonna be the same as runway heading, and that's 1 or 3, 2, 1. And I believe that's it. Alright, so plane's loaded up, fueled up. We'll be flying with the 1B pump on today, 1 and 2B pump. APU coming on so we can disconnect and push back. Windshield heat. Get the ice protection turned on too. Seatbelt sign on. APU up and running. We can disconnect ground power. Close the doors. Better push back. Just put it right there.
Alright, Captain, got the directions. Let me know through the menu when you're ready.
And I have a nose hair or something. I don't know what that is. Beacon on. Calling for
Great news,
pushback.
Captain, your tow's coming.
Gonna come through the building in a second.
Alright, looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect. We got that winching strap and adapter hooked up. Go ahead and let go of the parking brake when you're ready for a push.
Parking brake off. Turn on our co-pilot for today. Auto.
Here comes the pushback. Light 'em up.
TCAS, TARA, set. Brake off, APU on and running. Turn the bleed off for engine start. Seatbelt, no smoking, beacon, nav. We're good. And starting number 2. Engine 2 is stable, starting number 1.
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake.
Parking brake is set.
And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment.
Bleeds packs on. Engine 1 is stable. Set flaps 9 for takeoff. Flight controls. Right. Left. Down. Up. Rudder left. Rudder right. Flight controls free and
And we're
correct.
disconnected. Signal and pin on the left. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
Taxi lights on. Parking brake off. Wait for that pin. Alright, we're good to go. Once again, our in-flight drink is going to be W Energy. You can go ahead and go to www.w.gg. They have a bunch of flavors and shakers and merchandise. Use promo code NRICH37 for 10% off your order at checkout. So go ahead and check them out, guys. Flight director on. Oh, we're going the wrong way. We're gonna go this way. I'm so used to taking off from 1-4. Heading on. We are flying down this taxiway. Click the seatbelt sign, let the cabin know we are good to go. Landing lights on, strip lights on, seatbelt, no smoking on, pack blades on, window heat, torpedo, and anti-ice on. For ice protection, it's not anti-ice. Fuel pumps, electric pumps.
Takeoff okay.
Flaps 9, spoilers down. Runway 32, check. And here we go, takeoff thrust. Thrust set. 80 knots. Rotate. Nice and gentle. Positive rate, landing gear coming up. Did you ask if there's a banana next to me, like physically next to me, or in the sim? Flaps coming up. Thrust rating climb. That's auto. From the movie Airplane. No, it's like an inflatable autopilot. Hold on, we'll put the autopilot on, I'll come out and show you. You have to watch the movie Airplane to know who he is. Because he's an inflatable. You have to watch the movie. You know, why do you look like that? You're crossing 10,000 feet. We're going to bring the speed up to 290 knots. The landing lights off. Let the cabin know. You're not going to watch the flight, Emma? It's not like you have anything better to do anyway. I think she lied. Why are you like this? I don't understand. I just synced it yesterday, and now it's not synced again. Oh well. Coming up on 18,000 feet, just a couple thousand. One thousand to go. There's 18,000, altimeter set to standard. Got 10,000 feet to go until our final cruising altitude. And there is 28,000 feet. Trying to figure out when we'll be starting our descent. That was 40 miles. Let me pull it up on here so you guys can see it. That you. There we go. So we're here, as you can tell by the red plane. We're flying direct RRONY. At RRONY, we'll start our descent. I guess we'll just go all the way down to 6,000 feet. So we don't really need to do any steps down. Yeah, RRONY will start, and then down to 6,000, but we do have speed restrictions though, so Rousey's 290, Seaver 270, ERJ 250, 240, then 230. So it looks like we'll be starting maybe 5 minutes, if that. Quick flight. Oops. So what we'll do actually is we'll go down to 8,000 feet because that's the farthest I can go. That's NUS right here. So we'll put that in 8,000. I'm going to switch to airspeed. And we want to be at 290. Alright, so the winds have calmed down a lot. Winds are now 160 at 13. There's no gust anymore. Few clouds at 4,000. Few at 11,000. scattered at 18, and broken at 25. Temperature 30 degrees, altimeter 3003. We are now crossing RRONY to start our descent. You can see the line. Alright. There, that's good. Because we'll be decelerating as we get closer to that. Run across Rousey at 270 knot, or 290, sorry. Then we're going to decelerate to 270, cross Seaver, then down to 250, Bird J. Nuss 240, and Yopt. I don't know how you say that. Yobbed. Or the B is silent, it's probably just yacht. Or it's Yahobbit, I don't know. We're going to decelerate down to 270 knots. The seatbelt sign is coming on. We're about to cross 18,000. Check the altimeter again. 3003. Altimeter is set. Hopefully I won't float it this time. Well, let's set our for us to take off. Alright, as Saver, we're going to decelerate down to 250. And then 210, or 250, sorry. 250. So, we'll be below 250 once we cross 10,000. Almost there. $250. We're crossing 10,000 feet, landing lights on. Make sure that seatbelt sign is on. We'll put the taxi lights on once we're on final. About to cross Burj. Then we'll decelerate down to 240 knots. Down to 240. So the bottom altitude for NUS is 8,000. We're going to maintain 8,000 until we cross. And then descend, maintain 6,000 until we are established. Can't tell if that's the airfield or not. Alright, descend, maintain 6,000, and we'll decelerate to 230. No, that's not it. There it is. Think. Is that Fort Worth or Love? I don't know. Oh, that hair is back. What is that? Well, now we're making our way towards Zing. We'll be at Zing, crossing at 3,000. And there's the field in sight. We'll decelerate to 210 knots. Activate the approach mode. I like how you can hear thunder, but there's no clouds in the sky. Oh man. Microsoft Flight Simulator does the same thing. No clouds in the sky, and you're still seeing lightning bolts everywhere. Coming up on 10 miles. Set flaps to 9. High out there. Oh, when I was in the exterior view.
2,500.
Listening to ghost thunder. About 6 miles out, we're going to set flaps to 22. We'll bring the landing gear down. Gears down, we have 3 greens. Flaps 45. One thousand feet. Autopilot disconnect. Watch out for mud bugs. I don't think they're up here. Continue.
Glide slow. 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 Glide slow.
10.
Spoilers up. Reversers deployed. Reversers close, and we will vacate to our right. It was still a great landing. You didn't have to say butter. Alright, clear runways, landing lights off, strobe light off. Forgot to turn off the APU, so that's still on. Speed brakes down, flaps up. Flight director off. We'll be parking over here at the E satellite. We'll park here at the gate we started at. Taxi light off. Parking brake set, APU on, running APU generator on, so we'll turn off engines 1 and 2. Jet bridge coming in. Cabin door open, seatbelt sign off, red beacon light off, servo light off. Get the cargo hold door open, cones, chocks, GPU, turn that on, APU off, fuel off, and there we go. Alright, so that was a round trip Envoy flight 3610, sorry I forgot what it was, 3610 service between Dallas Fort Worth and Shreveport. I don't know when I'll be live again, either this weekend or next week when I find time. We'll probably be in Microsoft Flight Simulator, flying the PMDG 737 or the Phoenix A320, I don't know yet. Once again, if you guys want 10% off your order, go ahead and use promo code ENRICH37 at checkout at w.gg. I just ordered a tub, I forget what flavor, that'll be in soon, so I'll let you guys know what it is and how it tastes. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.